Hi, I'm Bilkis Bahari and you are watching Interview of the Day. I'm very fortunate to have Walter Bingham with me in today's episode. At 95, Walter is the oldest working journalist in Israel and he holds Guinness World Record as the oldest radio talk show host. The survivor of Holocaust and the World War II veteran is now living in Israel where he hosts 2 weekly radio programs. Welcome to the program, Walter. Race, religion, war, unrest, and peace. These are the words that we hear in the news every day. There have been many congress, forums, discussions, talks on world peace, but still there are conflicts and unrest in many parts of the world. Why do you think this is still happening? And what is the root cause of the conflicts?
Well, we were at a conference which was about all religions and about cooperation and understanding and respect for religions. And that's wonderful that your president has started these congresses every 3 years. But of course, in the end, I asked, for instance, at a press conference, I said, so has there been any difference in the attitude between religious leaders from the last Congress 3 years ago and this Congress? And they said, well, it's a developing thing. At the first Congress, many people didn't talk to each other, and now they're talking to each other. People talk, and I have the impression that I want to see action. I went in with my microphone and approached one religious leader who shall be nameless, and I asked, could I please, would you like to talk to me? And he said, where are you from? And I said, Israel National Radio. And he said, no. I saw the same gentleman again a few hours later after he was having some food, and I happened to sit at the same table to have a cup of tea. And I said, well, have you changed your mind? Maybe you want to talk to me? And he said, yes, maybe, but I have to go to prayers first. I said, okay, of course you must go to prayers. I'll see you after prayers. He then consulted with some people who were with him, officials. He was a very, very high official in the Muslim world. And he consulted with some people who were sitting with him. They asked me, who are you? And I said, Israel National Radio, and they said no. So this particular gentleman made a very nice speech obviously for cooperation and all the things they said, and when he came to action, politics interfered. And that is unfortunately the situation today. Politics overrides all religious efforts to. It's all politics, and it's very, very regrettable. When I first saw the pictures that were taken from the moon of the Earth, and I saw the Earth, I started to cry. I said, this is it? And in this place we cannot live together, we have to fight? And yes, it's all politics. And until we solve politics, all the talk about religious cooperation is secondary.
Topics on race and religious harmony have been very much talked about globally. Religion and tradition have taught us love, respect, and patience with others. But after experiencing the wars yourself, do you think that it is human nature to create conflicts?
Well, people are greedy. People want what the next person has. Let me give you a brief example. In socialism or communism that we had, you know about, of course, if everybody, for instance, gets the same money, everybody gets the same money. Now, one person goes and drinks beer for his money, and the other person saves up and has a bicycle. So now they say, oh, look at him, how did he get a bicycle? So it's human greed. Everybody wants what the next person has. Particularly in the Western world, it's living, they call it living up to the Joneses. You change your car because the neighbor has a bigger, no. That's greed and human nature, very difficult to change.
In your opinion, how can the world help in resolving global conflicts such as the Israel-Palestinian issues?
Well, if you get me on the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, I can talk to you for hours. Look, all I can say to you about that particular conflict is that Israel has offered to the Palestinian Arabs a great deal, including parts of the land. Our Prime Minister, former Prime Minister Ehud Olmert, former Prime Minister Ehud Barak, offered them 95% of what they wanted, and they said no, because I believe that their view is no Jews in this part of the world, in this so-called Palestine, and they want everything. They want us out. This is the thing. They always wanted us out. They cannot tolerate that Jews have returned to the Holy Land where it all started.
How can a country maintain peace and unity when it has a population made up of different races and religions?
Kazakhstan has 131 different ethnicities. And you have 80% Muslim, 20% more or less Christians. And look at you. You're living in peace here, and you're living peacefully, and nobody's bothering anybody. So it works. It can work. You need the goodwill for that.
Thank you for your insight, Walter. It's a pleasure having you. This is Interview of the Day. You can watch all our episodes on our website, kazakh-tv.kz. See you in the next episode, and thanks for watching.